Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Gooners podcast. We are back with after the Christmas break. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrated. Happy holidays to everyone else, and also probably should I wish Happy New Year? Yeah, Arsenal probably will not be releasing anything before the New Year, so Happy New Year there too. And today to discuss with me, I have Deepak with me. Hi, Deepak.
Hello.
Before we start, I think the usual stuff needs to be said, which is please do like, share, subscribe, comment in, and reach out to us in case you want to be part of this panel. Um, with that out of the way, let's start with the game. I mean, it took me some time to revisit the thoughts in my head about the game, and now I think there has been both reactions to the loss. Deepak, there has been an extreme reaction which says, "Oh, that's it. Our title challenge is over. This team has been found out." And there has been also another reaction that goes like, "Oh, it's just one game." Where do you stand?
I stand maybe in the middle, I would say.
Safe spot.
Yeah, not like an extreme reaction, uh, but yeah, I wouldn't even say it's just a one game. It has been like 3, 4 games. It's just that we didn't lose those games. We did lose against Villa and stuff. Even in that game, we said it was just one game. We didn't finish off the chance. The same happened against Liverpool as well. We did have like decent chances to win the game, even though they had better chances. But yeah, we had good chances enough to win the game as well. And this game, it was criminal that it ended up 2-0. It should have been like more. Like we should have killed the game off in the first 15, 20 minutes. Or at least we should have equalized or got it to 2-1 and the game could have turned it. So I am still in the middle. I would say like title challenge is not over, but given the way our front three are playing and no one like there is not enough on the bench to replace them as well at the current situation. So it's going to be tough. But yeah, we would be in title challenge for sure. That's not going to go away. But winning the title, that's another question. With this, especially with this front three.
It's interesting, like not just the front three, right? Like for me, this game had a lot of problems everywhere on the pitch. Like granted that Rice had a not his best game, but that's expected. Every player is allowed to have one off game at least. But the left side is where my problem is. And when I saw the starting lineup, I have been a very big supporter of Trossard being played everywhere. But I think he's been, or this game, I wouldn't say this is the definitive proof. He could turn around games like that. But this game kind of gotten that idea from others that says, "Oh, Trossard is not that effective when he starts the game. He's more effective off the bench, and he's not effective in the left number 8 position," which was like last game. I was like, "Oh, this was just one game. We gave him a chance, and it was not working. We should give him more chance." But when the starting lineup came up, I was um, little bit concerned about that position because I thought, "Oh, Smith Rowe will start." Because Arteta has been talking a lot about like, "Oh, Smith Rowe has been good in his recovery. He's coming back stronger and all those things." And with forced situation of Havertz not being there, I thought Smith Rowe would be there.
Yeah, that was my thought as well. Like ESR would start this game, given that it was a home game. Probably the thinking behind Arteta was like West Ham is in good enough form, and yeah, they are a decent, not like a great team. They are a decent enough team who has like enough. players to cross trouble. That's what we saw. Like they're really, really good at sitting back and counter-attacking and stuff. And probably this would have been a perfect game for ESR, given that we have dominated the ball completely.
Yeah.
And even after coming after 60th minute, you saw a few glimpses what he can bring to this team if he starts. So yeah, I was surprised that ESR didn't start, but I think Arteta went with the safe option of like starting with Trossard. Basically, like he didn't want like he wanted the 3 points. Maybe his intention was Smith Rowe wasn't still ready to like start a game where 3 points was guaranteed. Maybe it was against Sheffield or like let's say Luton in home. ESR would have started. West Ham is not that bad, right? They are decent enough team and they have very good players. So maybe
But
that's
the
why he didn't start
but the thing
ESR.
is, right? Like, but the thing is, right? It's a snowballing effect for me. If ESR would have started, then I think Martinelli would have been replaced by Trossard, and the team would
Yeah,
have
that
been
could
better
have done.
balanced. I mean,
Yeah,
it's at the end of the day, it's looking back at it and saying like, oh, this is where we made a mistake. But
yeah, I
that's what
definitely
we.
agree with that. That left side completely, those three shouldn't even have started the game. Or Trossard should have been pushed up and ESR should have started the game. And yeah, I've been saying Zinchenko needs to be dropped for almost last 4 or 5 games. He has been giving stinker after every game. Uh, if Ramsdale deserves to be dropped, then why not Zinchenko hasn't been dropped is like a mystery to me. He
Mhm.
he's supposed to bring in control, which he did, like against Liverpool, like for the last 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah, he brings it, but his cons definitely outweighs his pros, whatever he brings to the team. Even in against West Ham game, he made so many mistakes which didn't get punished. But yeah, so definitely
But
the problem is
we don't have a player down. Like, I mean, look at what Arteta did in this game, right? Like he replaced Zinchenko. I mean, he did not replace Zinchenko. He literally pulled him off and then didn't replace. Let's play with back three.
yeah.
Right? That was the idea. So there is not a player in our bench who could come in right now. Like Tommy is out, Timber is out.
You have like who is that? Forgot his name. Kivior. Actually, you can play anyone in that position. And right now, given the mistakes he has been making, you could have started Kivior, and it would have been a safe like change. Obviously, West Ham is going to give you the ball. You don't need more control in this game. Zinchenko provides you control when he wants to dominate the ball. Like let's say, like against probably Newcastle or Brighton or someone who tries to put more pressure on you to like win the ball back. And Zinchenko with his like thing, he can bring you more control. But this game, West Ham just gave you the ball. You never needed Zinchenko like to make this line breaking passes, which he hasn't been doing this season, which was his USP last season. He
Mhm.
was the one who were making all these line breaking passes along with Shaka and stuff. But he has been completely off boil this entire season. Not just like 6, 7 games. 6, 7 games, he has been utter shit, to be frank. But even before that, he has been making mistakes. He hasn't been doing anything and stuff. So we could have given chances to Kivior, and not just we have to always play with that cutting back in. Even Zinchenko hasn't been doing that much this season. He has been
Yep.
like staying in like because Rice has been covering everything. So why not just would have replaced him with Kivior? I don't see like that much difference would have been made if he was replaced.
But the
So
thing
maybe
is, right? But the thing is, right? Like, I mean, for me, I can understand the decision there from Arteta. We are the best defensive team in the league, right? And so,
that is down to like these three, not
yeah,
Zinchenko.
but still, what I'm saying is what we need at this moment is forward push, and Zinchenko offers a forward push than Kivia. Like,
No,
would the
nothing. He
team?
hasn't done anything to like do that this season. That is my point. He hasn't been doing that because that's why he was bought into the team, right? If he's not providing that, what else is he providing? He hasn't been doing anything. We know his defensive frailties, and that is what we are willing to sacrifice for his attacking output, which he hasn't been providing anything this season. So that's the problem, right? If he is not providing that, what is the point of having him in this team? See, like if Timber or let's say even Tommy was fit, right? Zinchenko wouldn't have gotten into this team for the last 6, 7 games, which is unfortunate for us. But yeah, give your deserves a chance, like at least to be safe, because
So,
like others can like provide you that attacking output. It's not just we created like so many chances this game. It's not like we didn't create anything. So
I
you
mean,
cannot blame Zinchenko for this game also. The entire blame for this game, we losing this game is just on our front three. No one else.
so that's where I was getting at, right? Like front three, when we are saying we have created a lot of chances, like yes, we had like 77 or 90 touches in the opposition box or 70 position, whatever that stat is. But we had like 30 shots. Yes, that's a lot of shots. And they had like 40 clearances or whatever. So that's a lot of balls that was in the box. And that is true. But at the end of the day, if you look at it, out of 30 shots, only 8 are on target. Only 8 are on target. Look at the game in the same game week where Liverpool played. They had 19 shots, out of which 10 was on target. So the problem is our shooting, and even those 8 shots on target, even in my memory, I'm remembering 3 that is directly shot at the goalkeeper. Like tame tame shots at goalkeeper are still counted as shots on target, but that means we are shooting, but we are not shooting with any accuracy at all.
It's a known fact, right? We are like probably the worst finishers. Maybe United would be with us, like in the league. Uh, Last season, Martinelli completely outperformed his XG. He was exceptional last season. That's where we escaped all this misses from Jesus and Saka. We know Saka is like he's like probably the worst finisher. Like him and Jesus has that competition between both of them. If you saw like the first 5th minute, Saka had a chance, easy chance. It would have been a goal. Why would he even try to like curl the ball? Just put your leg like put through it. It would have been a goal. So yeah, Saka's the biggest problem with Saka right now is he cannot finish, which is completely not. For all his good things, what he does, like yeah, that is what his what do you say drawback is. But yeah, we know like our striker doesn't like to score goals, which he has openly said.
But
Which
that's not like see 2 goals in 14 games is definitely not a
yeah,
good thing.
if you remember me like 2 seasons back before when we signed Jesus, I told you he's not good enough. I've always been like against us signing Jesus. Not like he's a bad player. We want like a proper finisher. We are playing against a team who literally like has a striker who scores 40, 45 goals a season. And there is another team whose winger is literally probably the best winger to play in Premier League on the left side. So we are facing against those two teams, and you don't even have any like a striker who can't even score 10 goals a season. He brings in a lot of things, right, to the team. But if our wingers are not performing, that is like completely negates what he brings to the team, right? Last
I mean,
season, he brought in Martinelli, everything, he scored. So we praised how Jesus brings the best out of Martinelli, the best out of Saka and stuff. If Saka and Martinelli is not performing, what Jesus brings to the team? Nothing.
but that's the thing, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
at
the
this
miss
point,
he had was criminal, right?
yep, for a
62nd minute.
striker, yes.
It's open header. The one which he scored against, who did he score against? Brighton? I don't remember.
Brighton,
Last
yeah.
some team he scored, right? It was the same cross. No one was there. Just he had to head the ball. It would have been 2-1, and I'm pretty sure we would have at least got it to 2-2. So yeah, these are the kind of with Jesus, we cannot win the title. And with Eddie as a backup, that is even impossible. Right
But
now, Eddie is our top scorer.
I know. Oh my God. But that's also like, so the thing is, right? Like we know what the problems are, and we have been talking about these problems for quite some time, and we keep saying like, oh, we need some kind of a striker to come in, and like we have to go into the
Yeah,
market, but that's not.
that is a problem. We won't be able to sign a striker.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, with the FFP and all those, and everyone knows that we are desperate for a striker and all those things. And with January like days away, which means like this is where the solution needs to be, needs to be there has
Yeah,
to be a
within
solution for
the
this.
team, right? Yeah, like
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how what would be the solution. Maybe starting Havertz as a striker, push Jesus to left because he can do that work which Martinelli is currently doing for sure.
mhm.
That we can try. That is the only solution we can like come up with because I don't think so we would be able to sign a striker this window. Like you said, there is FFP and everyone knows we are desperate. We have to overpay for some average striker, then we would be stuck with him for 2 3 years. So that is like a cycle which we put trust upon ourselves by signing. Yeah, now not signing Jesus, but yeah, we wanted him. He was the good profile player which we got from City. But yeah, if you want to take the next step, right, you have to get a better player than Jesus for
But that's
sure.
the thing, right? Like we have half a season left, a little bit more than half a season left, and this is where we have to make that. We have to make the solution within our team, and like Saka has, for all the things we say about Saka, all the good things, right? Yes, his shooting has been bad, his finishing has been bad, even his output has not been great this season. If we look at it, yeah, he
Yeah,
has a better output than most of our team, but still it's not good enough to carry a team. When you say Salah for Liverpool, like he makes up the numbers for them, Saka is not at that level. He's not making
yeah,
the numbers for them. He has an impact that is good, but that's not making up the numbers. We are still our you keep saying that, oh, our high score is uh, steady, but our actual high score is from the set pieces.
yeah.
That's we are becoming a team that's relying more on set pieces. Back in the day, Arsene Wenger used to say that like your 10 to 20% goal should come from set pieces. That's how much you can rely on. Everything else must be coming from open play. But our team, I think it's the opposite. Everything else comes from open play, contributes so less a goal, which is weird because we as a team, like if you consider Jesus, he is a forward in that sense, but he plays more like a midfielder, right? And Saka
Yeah,
plays like a midfielder. Martinelli is the only one who plays like a forward. Forward. Everyone else plays like a midfielder. In that situation, I don't know. I don't know the solution for this, but I don't know where the goals are going to come from, and that worries me a lot. And that's
yeah.
where I can
That's
understand. Yeah,
last season. Even Ode scored like 13, 14 goals.
yeah.
So, like all these three players, Saka, Martinelli, Ode, literally
And
covered for
Shaka,
and
seven
Saka
goals, 7 goals, 7 assists. Yeah.
for your main striker, who like literally had how many? Like not even 10 goals, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
For all the good thing we do, like he contributes a lot, right, Jesus, to how we play. Maybe it's like we have to change the way how we play. It's not just like we have to be reliant upon Jesus' skills, like bringing in wingers together and stuff. Like Saka is not finishing, Martinelli is not able to finish. Then probably like you have to stick up like Jesus up top and ask him to like do what his primary job is, not just try to link up play. Just finish the chances because we know Saka can create for sure, and Ode
Mm-hmm.
has created literally like a lot of chances. Like last match, he did against Villa, he did against another team as well. So like these people can create. So we should like probably like Arteta should say to Jesus, you stay in the penalty box. Your job is to just finish. That's what you like said. Probably that's what he wanted, right? From when he moved from Manchester City, that he wanted to be the main striker.
Mm-hmm.
That is your job. So you are a striker, you are a number 9, you have to score goals. Don't talk bullshit that like I don't not my main thing and stuff. Because the goals have dried up from the other players. Because like if you see Martinelli, he had good chances which came from Jesus, but he wasn't able to finish it. Probably Jesus could have finished that chance where he tried to back heel to Martinelli in a proper position.
Yeah.
Haaland would never do that. If that ball came to Haaland, his first thought would be to score a goal. But
Yep.
Jesus is not like that. So maybe we should Arteta should talk to Jesus and say, you are a striker, try to score a goal.
But it's
It's
so
okay if you miss it. It's fine. But he takes like 2 shots a game, and obviously he's going to miss. Salah misses like so many chances. But why he scores goals? He takes shot after shot after shot. That's
yeah.
how it like a striker should work. Obviously, Haaland has missed sitters this season as well, but he has been out for like what 3 4 weeks. He's still like second or third top scorer in the league. It's because he takes so many shots.
True.
Jesus never does that. Out of 10 chances he gets, he tries to lay off the ball to Saka or Ode or someone. Instead, try to take a shot and see what happens. If you like score a goal, right, you get the confidence as a striker.
Mm-hmm. You're not in the camp that for the next couple of games, Jesus has to be sat down and Nketiah should get a nod ahead.
N- Not against like big teams or even like let's say Fulham. Probably against Luton or Sheffield where he scored a hat trick. Then yeah, AD might be bring that thing. Probably, yeah. Maybe Eddie can also start. At least he takes a shot. He behaves like a striker.
Yeah.
It's fine. Okay. Like then we can say like instead of trying to connect with your wingers, create chances for Eddie. He cannot somehow he can score some scrappy goal or something. Maybe yeah, that is another way we can try. We know like Eddie cannot link up. His first touch is awful. He's not going to link up properly with Saka or like let's say Martinelli or anyone on the left. So just like try to create chances for him because he's at least good in like his runs and making those like little runs inside the box where he pulls off the defenders and he can try to score a goal. Maybe start Eddie and see what happens. Because it's not happening, right? Like with Jesus. It's been like what 19 games and he has scored 2 goals.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like from the days where we were complaining about Olivier Giroud, who was scoring 15 goals a season, and then now we are like, and then we had a good striker in Aubameyang for a season or half, and then it has been all downhill. Lacazette, we gave all reasons for Lacazette. Now for Jesus, we are giving.
But he is nothing but just like a fancy Lacazette, just because he came from Manchester City. That's it. What else he has done? We used to like what defend Lacazette against like these other teams' fans saying that he brings in other players. That is what exactly Jesus has been doing, and we criticize Lacazette for doing.
Yeah, in his last season, he had only 2 goals in the last 10 games or something, and we were complaining about Lacazette, and I think one of that was a penalty. So, yeah, I totally get it, and the problem is I don't see a solution out of it at the moment. And
so maybe it's the problem how we play, right, with that striker, that number 9. Yeah, it's not maybe the player's problem. If like Lacazette is he went and scored. He was the top scorer in French league.
Yeah.
With our who is that
Balogun.
Balogun and stuff. So maybe it's the way how we use our number
9. That's the problem. It looks all fancy, but of late I've been having this feeling that our scoring has suffered from all the control and how we play and stuff a lot, and that is
not
something.
The control. We have created chances. Like probably 4 5 weeks back, we didn't create enough chances. I think we were complaining in the part that we have so much control, but our big chances created, we were probably at the bottom half of the table. But last 4 5 games, we cannot say that we cannot complain on that. We have created enough chances to win these games. We should have scored we should be like top of the table for goals scored if we had taken all the chances.
Yep.
So yeah, it's like exactly the problem is with our finishing, not creating chances right now. That has improved, which is good. If
Mm.
that was bad, then we can like, oh shit, this is no, definitely we are not going to win the title. But that has improved a lot. But
Mm.
yeah, maybe finishing would also come if you want to put a positive spin on this.
Well, that is more positive than what I'm feeling right now after this game. But yeah, I think that's all we could talk about it. I mean, their goals were all freakish. I don't want to talk about the the refereeing decision of like whether the ball is out or not. We know that that's their stand, that if they don't have a conclusive evidence, they're still
Yeah,
gonna say, yeah, it's not. They're gonna give it to the
stick
on-field
with the
referee.
on-field. Yeah,
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 my only concern is in an age where we have the goal line technology, why can't it be extended to, you know, the ball going outside? Like, why can't that be extended too? Especially like it has been happening quite a lot. Like from World Cup, we saw in the Spain World Cup, right? Japan had that thing, and now this is the second time this is happening even to our team. So it's a technological thing more than like, oh, the refereeing decision. I think we should be able to, at this age, we should be able to figure out if the ball has gone out of
yeah.
the line or not using technology. And if we are not able to, that's on the technology side of things, I think. But I don't want to talk more about it. The penalty decision for Saka, I don't think it's a penalty. I think Saka kind of
No,
wanted it a lot more.
it's not a penalty for sure. I don't think so. It's a penalty. So yeah,
Yeah, and my only other concern is like our players should be able to stand, like because if Saka didn't fall for that, if he'd have like just rid, you know, taken that chance, I think there is a better chance at him scoring than like trying to milk a penalty out of that situation. And that has been happening quite some time, quite so much in the last couple of games, and I'm not happy about our players falling down. But
I think
that's
if it was someone else, right? If it
Odegaard.
wasn't for Saka, he would have been booked
Yeah,
for simulation.
yeah, I think Saka has been really lucky. Even in this game, I thought like she should have gotten a yellow early in the game.
At least I'm happy that they are having one player they support, given that he's golden boy of England.
Yeah, but that's where the complaint from other teams are from, right? Like Liverpool were claiming Saka as a dirty player, and like, yeah, it's all there. And I think that's the end of the discussion for this game. I don't want to talk more about the West Ham game. It's really not a good game to talk about more. If the listeners, if you have anything else to add to it, please do share it in our comments or reach out to us in our social media platforms. Um, Moving ahead with our usual, talking about the rest of the league, the games that happened in match day 19. Uh, so let's start with the Newcastle Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest pulled off a blinder there, 3-1 against Newcastle.
I
Uh,
saw that match. It was really good to see Newcastle lose. Fuck Newcastle.
but like
Yeah,
Chris
that
Wood
was a
scoring it.
stunning hat trick.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I saw that. It was really. I didn't even know like he could finish like this. He was like, Sagar, you sent me on load and you told me this is what I can do.
Yeah, it's so weird to see Chris
Yeah,
Wood doing that.
the second goal was so good.
That's the one from outside the box, right?
No, yeah. He dribbled and he put the defender on the ground and
Yeah,
then put the goalkeeper on the ground and nonchalantly chipped. It was really good goal.
yeah. It was. Yeah, it's
Yeah, Newcastle has a lot of injuries, but yeah, I think Tonali's suspension has like stabbed them in that midfield. They don't have like they have been playing games week in week out with the same team with a 17-year-old in midfield. So yeah, I think it's tough for them to come back into top four.
I don't
But
think
yeah,
they.
it's karma for Alan Shearer.
Yeah, I don't like Newcastle too, so I'm happy about it. Okay, moving on. The next game is like Sheffield versus Luton. This is such a like weird thing, right? Like, I
Oh,
think Sheffield had like 20 odd shots and still
yeah.
lost against Luton. I mean, it's the fight of who is worse, right? Sheffield
No,
scoring,
I have a weird feeling that Luton would stay up.
yeah, maybe. I
Yeah.
mean, they have
Uh,
been having this. I don't
Good
know, but
results.
yeah, it's a
Recent.
lucky thing that they have been having, right? They have been lucky in a lot of games, like two own goals in one game. That
Yeah,
is
that was. Yeah, I saw that both two one goals were like not mistakes actually. It
no,
was really unlucky,
yeah.
the deflections and stuff. Looking at the game, I'm pretty like Sheffield United fans will be like decided we are going down for sure.
The next game is like Bournemouth versus Fulham. Fulham is like so weird.
Yeah,
They
they are
play good.
unpredictable.
They play so good one game, and then the next game week they are so shit. And this game, I was like, "What are you playing?" Like literally, there
Yeah,
was nothing.
next game week is against us.
I know. Right? It's so
Yeah,
weird. It's
Bournemouth is. I think they are the most informed team for the last 5 6 games. I think they have gotten 24, 21 points out of the possible 20. Yeah, or 20 points out of the possible 21 or something. So
Mhm.
yeah, he actually I told like before the season start, right? He's a very good coach. It took time for him to put like all these things together, but yeah, and Solanke, and we are people are saying we are trying to sign Solanke, which is not going to happen obviously. But yeah,
Yep.
he has been like really good this season, and yeah, Bournemouth are playing. They are very open. Their games are fun to watch actually. Uh,
Mhm.
Even the opposition team has chances to score. Fulham had chances to score, but they were shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was nice game. I watched that game as well.
Yeah. I think Bournemouth is gonna finish like somewhere in like 10 to 14, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, they
that's where
would
I think
definitely.
if they push a little bit harder, they could finish in the top 10, but I think 10 to 14 is where they would finish it. My
Yeah,
thoughts. Burnley versus Liverpool, very straightforward game for Liverpool, 2-0 victory.
yeah.
There was nothing much to talk
Liverpool
about.
were actually they got fucked in this game as well in VAR. The two legitimate goals they were ruled out,
Yep. But still,
which is
two
surprising for Liverpool.
Liverpool. But yeah, it's a straight win for them. There is nothing much I think we
Yeah,
can add about it. But the best game for
yeah,
the week for me, I mean, at least second best game. United versus Aston Villa. I wanted both teams to lose. I hate United as much as the next person, but like I wanted Aston Villa to end their streak somewhere, and ending
yeah.
the streak at Old Trafford is really good way of doing it. And the way it happened was also good, like where Aston Villa went 2-0 ahead. I watched the game till halftime, and then I was like,
Mm.
oh shit, United is so shit that they're giving all this to Aston Villa. And then I was surprised when like around
Actually,
70.
yeah. No, actually, the United played well in the first half as well. After Villa scored that second goal, right? They did create a lot of chances. This is the team which you shouldn't play a highline against. Manchester United, the
Yep.
number one team, you shouldn't play a highline. They are like the probably, even if they are shit, whoever the manager is, they are probably the best counter-attacking team or the
Yep.
team who can run behind you and score goals. And which is what exactly happened.
And that's why I think like Moyes should have fit better with United
Yeah,
because
he
that's his
did.
style.
He didn't. He wasn't given enough time. The time which these people are who followed him got, he never got. That is because he followed Ferguson. That's going to bound to happen. So yeah, probably yeah, Villa made a mistake, which is Emery's. He doesn't do well against in the away games, which is not. It was if you go 2-0 up, just shut sharp and like defend and try to go on counter. They still stuck up with that high line and so many times Garnacho like broke that offside trap,
Yep.
and it was bound to happen.
I
And
don't
yeah, it
like
was
that
good
guy.
to see. Yeah, but yeah, he did well.
Hmm.
And Hoyland finally scored a goal. So good, not bad. That guy is good. Unfortunately, he plays for United, but yeah, props to him for his
Mm.
first goal.
The next game is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. I think that was a straightforward game. I didn't see Crystal Palace having any impact in the game until that goal went in by Olise.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea were the better team in that game, definitely.
One team who gives us tough competition in finishing is Chelsea.
Yeah,
They are worse than us.
I mean, Mudryk scored, so we cannot keep
Yeah.
complaining about
If you
him.
take like stats, right, Mudryk has been having better season than Martinelli.
Yeah. Which is not a good thing. Which is not a good thing. Which is not a good thing. I mean, let's not talk about that. The
And
next
Nicholas
game,
Jackson, who is like literally a donkey, has like scored 7 goals.
Yep.
So you imagine how many chances Chelsea have created. If they had a better finisher, they would be like near the top 4 for sure.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, we could see Christopher Nkunku come back, right? And I think he would improve.
They have a very good team. Like it would take time, obviously, but until this last, we can laugh at them. That's what we can do.
Mm-hmm. Brentford Wolves scored 4. I don't think there's a surprise there. This was Wolves know what they are doing.
Actually, I was surprised given it was Brentford's home. They have a decent record there. To lose 4-1 to Wolves, they are kind of surprised. But I think I saw the highlights. There are a couple of mistakes in the game. Brentford look like very weak. So they for sure they will be in this battle for relegation. But given that there are so many bad teams this season, they are they
might come out. Yeah, they might come out of the thing. Everton City, I mean, it's City.
Yeah. No, it is not City like it. We are going to see the City of old.
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
19 games. It's Christmas time. It's going to start again.
I think 19
games. 19 games. They will go on a run.
I think so because the thing is like
to be back, right?
Yeah, and I saw the goal, right? Like when Everton scored the first goal, and then the equalizer from Foden was amazing, and then they started like doing what they do, which was But the best game,
like a scary sight.
Yeah. But the best game for the week is Brighton versus Tottenham. Even after Arsenal lost, I was happy about this to see Brighton putting 4 past Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham had a better game, I think, than what the scoreline says. From what I saw, they had a better game, but still, like it is such a those two goals came at the end, right? Like Brighton scored 4 back to back, and then like two goals came at the end, where Tottenham were behaving like they're going to stage a comeback of sort. But is this the end of the hype that what's his name, Postecoglou has?
No, actually, he has performed really well. Given the injuries they have literally lost their front back line, their main creator. I am surprised that they are still in 5th position and they have 36 points. The 3 games which they won, right, against Newcastle, Everton and stuff, I expected them to lose those as well. Like go on some 7-8. It's like literally taking 5 first team players. If we take 5 first team players out of our team, we would struggle for sure. That's what they are going through. I have to give credit for him. They are still sticking with how they play, which is like really good for the manager. Maybe that is naive as well, given that you don't have all your players, you like play like this, you sit back and stuff. But I'm still, the hype maybe it might die down eventually. I think so. Given Son is also going to go away for
Deepak,
Asia
I think
Cup.
we are running out of time. So I think we'll just leave it there because I also don't want a lot of positive things said about Tottenham.
Tottenham sucks.
With that, we'll end this podcast. Thank you so much, Deepak. This is amazing. I know we are running out of time, so but it's been a good return to the episodes. See you after the Fulham game. Bye.
Bye.